Question 21. So the graph of y equals f of x is shown on the grid below. On the grid, sketch the graph of y equals f of minus x. So we're going to have a reflection in the y-axis. That'll go like that. I've always thought that this bit in here affects the input, so it does something to what's going into that function. That looks quite pretty. Okay, now we've got a sketch of graph y equals tan of x. So this is 90, 180. Like to have these diagrams illustrated. The graph is translated to give g of x, and the following the translation, q, which is at 360, 0, is then at 90 minus 5. So 90 was somewhere there. So that'll be where r is. Okay, find an expression for g in terms of f of x. So it's moved to the left 270 and gone down by 5. So what that will do to that graph, so we've got y equals tan, and the original is y equals tan x, but we've got y equals tan x, add 270, and then we take away the 5, like so. Okay, question 22. Find algebraically the set of values for x, for which x squared take away 49 is greater than 0, and also 5x squared take away 31x minus 76. If I just draw a sketch, I'm expecting this graph to look like this and like that. There's going to be two graphs, and we're going to have some values, graph some inequalities on either side. This must be 6 marks, this. 5. That's just tight. So for our first one, I know that our graph's going to look like this. And if it's above 0, it's going to be wherever the graph is above the x-axis. And if we factorize it, we've got x plus 7, x minus 7. So our solutions are x equals 7, x equals minus 7, and therefore our inequality is x is less than minus 7, x is greater than 7. Okay, for our next one, we've got to solve this. Is this a factorization? This is going to be painful. So first step, 5 times 72 in order to split that x. Although I know my colleagues will be telling me off here because I'm pretty sure, I'm going to just put that one off like that, we're going to have something that's going to be 5x and x, and then it's a matter of finding the factors of 72 and seeing how they get on. But I quite like to split the x, so that's 360, 36 and 10. I'm trying to find a combination now that will make 31, 18 and 20 doesn't. 9 and 40 will, because we can have a negative 40 and a positive 9. So 5x squared take away 40x plus 9x take away 72. That gives me something nice to factorize. So we take out the 5x here, x minus 8. I know this is also going to be x minus 8, and then there's a plus 9 out there. So 9 and minus 8. I'm so much happier doing it that way. Okay, so again, this graph is a positive x squared, so it's going to look almost similar, almost the same to that one. So we've got x is greater than 8. Sorry, let me just solve this and not rush it. X equals 8 and x equals minus 9 over 5. So 8 is here, so x is going to be greater than 8, and x is going to be less than minus 9 over 5. So these inequalities need to satisfy, our solution needs to satisfy both of them. Now let's look at the big side. So we've got, and you shouldn't use highlighter for your exams because it won't show up, got x greater than, in a different colour, less than. So if I take x is greater than 8, that's going to be great because that will satisfy both of them, because the other one is x has to be greater than 7. And then at the next one, x is less than negative 9 over 5, which is very nearly negative 2. If we then say, oh, is it negative 3? It won't satisfy the other inequality. So x is less than minus 7. And that gives us our two solutions that satisfy both. Of course, in order to do this as well, you can draw it on a number line, and see where the lines double up. So in order to do that, we'd have like really, really long number line. -7 here, -8 there. -7 goes that way, and then somewhere over here, -9 and a fifth. That would be the other one, like there. So that's where those two are. And then over the other side of the number line, this is going to look terribly and not to scale. We've got 7 and 8. So for this one, that was there. So 8 goes that way, 7 goes that way, and then this is the point where it satisfies both as well. So that's a nice visual representation for you.